It was narrated that Angel Jibril alayhi salam came to the Prophet, peace be upon him, when he was 4 years old, and took his heart out. He purified it and then put it back.
Halima, may Allah be pleased with her, found him alive, but he was so pale and she could tell that something unworldly had happened. This scared her a lot, and she thought it was time for Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to return to Mecca.
Assalamu alaikum to whoever, wherever, and whenever is listening to us. We are glad that you are here. I am Nahar.
And I am Lael. We are the last librarians of the galaxy, but more than that, we're guardians of the most important story ever told.
Let us continue. Everything until now was setting up the time destined for the last prophet, peace be upon him, to come.
Amina, who carried him, said she could feel a light from within. Like all mothers, her heart was full of love and hopes for her child.
After the battle with the army of elephants, Abdul Muttalib was even more respected by the people of Mecca.
Have the hills of Mecca seen a more capable chieftain than Abdul Muttalib?
Even the gods have their mercy on him. Remember how the elephants were defeated?
I would dare not step on his wrong side.
Everyone respected Abdul Muttalib. He was consulted on all disputes and nobody was allowed to sit on the carpet he used to sit on. Such was his authority.
Abu Talib, one of Abdul Muttalib's sons who was very noble and well respected in Mecca, came to tell him a bad news.
Father, Abdullah has died.
I've lost a son, so was his will. May his mercy be on his family. Abu Talib, go tell Amina, assure her that she and my unborn grandchild will always be in my protection.
Dear beloved sister, we heard a sad news. Abdullah has died.
Amina was heartbroken, but God had appointed her for a duty. She carried a child who was to be the most special child in the world, a child who was orphaned even before he entered this world. On this great night, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was born, a mercy for mankind.
It was a custom in Mecca to name a newborn at the Kaaba in honor of their pagan gods.
Abdul Muttalib named his grandson
Muhammad!
Such a name was unheard.
What sort of a name is this? It is neither from our gods or ancestors.
It means the one who is praised, and my grandson will be praised among all men.
The city, frequented by disease brought by flocks of people visiting Mecca for trade or pilgrimage, was no place to raise a baby. As was the norm, babies would be taken out of the city for their early years. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was entrusted to Halima, may Allah be pleased with her, to learn the ways of the desert and live in a healthier environment. 4 years passed by. It was time for Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to come back to Mecca. Amina could finally be with her beloved child. Halima, may Allah be pleased with her, wanted to speak to Abu Talib. She said that there is something unusual about this boy. She had been noticing miracles since the day she brought him home. Her sheep, whose milk had completely dried out, started milking again. And then one day, the strangest thing happened. Her daughter was playing with Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. She felt something unusual. She came running for her, saying that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was being hurt. She ran as fast she could, and when she saw him, he was laying on the ground. She thought he had been killed.
It was narrated that Angel Jibril alayhi salam came to the Prophet, peace be upon him, when he was 4 years old, and took his heart out. He purified it and then put it back.
Halima, may Allah be pleased with her, found him alive, but he was so pale and she could tell that something unworldly had happened. This scared her a lot, and she thought it was time for Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to return to Mecca.
Abu Talib tried to make sense of what Halima had just told him. He didn't know yet that all of these signs indicated to something big that would happen. Amina, may Allah be pleased with her, took young Muhammad to Yathrib to meet her side of the family and to see the grave of his father.
Allah allowed him to experience a mother's love, the purest and the most beautiful. Who could have thought that this reunion would be this short?
O Abdul Muttalib, my mistress Amina, the mother of Muhammad, passed away on our journey back. I have come to bring your grandson, son of Abdullah, home.
6-year-old Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, lost his mother as well. Orphaned again, he came under the care of Abdul Muttalib, his grandfather. Under his protection, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, nurtured. A wonderful child by all means. He amazed everyone around him. He succeeded at everything he did.
One day when some people lost their camels in the desert, that was a huge loss because camels were one of the biggest assets during that time.
I've looked everywhere. I can't find them.
Don't know what to do. We cannot lose the camels.
Maybe we should send Muhammad. The boy never fades.
When young Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, hadn't returned home for hours, Abdul Muttalib began to get worried.
Abdul Muttalib, we sent him to look for the camels.
You sent my grandson, a mere boy, to find the camels alone?
Please forgive me, Abdul Muttalib. I only did so because he never fails.
The man was very sorry, for he never expected Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to fail. He was so certain he would find the camels that he failed to see the risk in sending a little boy all alone. Abdul Muttalib thought that he had lost his grandson forever. And then, he was a wonderful boy indeed, but life was to bring him yet another hardship, loss at such a young age.
Abu Talib?
Abdul Muttalib had fallen gravely ill, so he made Abu Talib custodian of Kaaba.
One more thing, Abu Talib. Muhammad will be of great importance, so support him with your hand and tongue.
And so Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was orphaned for the third time. The most beloved of Allah was being prepared a very important task that would glorify him till eternity. Imagine a young boy alone in the world after losing his family not once but thrice. How could he possibly change the world?
Well, through every hardship, there was a hidden strength growing inside him. Allah was preparing him, making him strong enough to carry a message that would change everything.
The story isn't just about what he lost. It's about what he was given. The strength to lead, to inspire, and to bring hope.
Stick with us. We're about to show you how this boy was chosen for the greatest mission of all.